You've weathered the storm, but rebuilding and preparing for back to school have taken a toll. It's time to get some money in your pocket. At Chris and Charles, we understand your financial needs. With just a quick call, you can access funds to catch up on bills and cover unexpected expenses. Our process is fast, simple, with funds deposited in your account in no time. Don't stress, get money in your pocket. Call 876-926-0609 or visit our website today. Conditions apply. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Tate's Pharmacy, offering quality service for over 40 years. Get prescription drugs at affordable prices and 10% discount for senior citizens. All major health cards accepted. They also offer blood pressure, blood sugar, pregnancy and other tests. While you wait, you can purchase attractive household and other gift items. Located at Shop 27 Bargain Village Plaza, Maypen. Open Monday to Saturday 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Telephone 786-2222. Tate's Pharmacy, Clarendon's #1 pharmacy.
Jamaica. Our young people are world leaders, innovators, and game changers. They are creative, intelligent, bold, and they are champions. My youths, you have the power to transform Jamaica. Our country needs your ideas, your opinions, your solutions, and your support. Full time now, we kick out crime and violence, rape culture, unemployment, and all of the other problems in Jamaica land we love. I'm Empress Scolding, encouraging all young people to come make we talk up. Pon Talk Up Radio. Go on with it, youths. Talk up youth. Myself a talk up youth.
And so we come to know these youths and show these youths. Talk up yourself, the youths to know them roots. Nurture them, protect and love and hear these youths. Music make them know I love we show these youths.
Let's save the youth, not kill the youth. A bill we come to build the youth. Stop trick and fool and kill the youth. A bill we come to build the youth. Empower and inskill the youth. A bill we come to build the youth. Youth in action, Jamaica, we are
Build the youths there.
I come youth in Jamaica.
Life's full of different seasons. Every tree has a reason. Everyone needs healing. I'll be right there for you. For me licking you will feed me. You give me air, keep me breathing, baby. I'll never leave you alone. Her warmth is like the sun shining oh so bright. She keeps me rooted in her soil of life. I couldn't leave her even if I tried. She's branching out for a better life. So don't ruin my world. Don't trouble my world. Don't ruin my world, world, world. Don't trouble my world. So don't ruin my world. Don't trouble my world. Don't ruin my world, world, world. Don't trouble my world. The medicines in leaves, the histories in trees, the foundation fruit of our life. Human and nature in harmony. All these things are part of me, yeah, yeah. Don't you take her light. Her warmth is like the sun shining oh so bright. She keeps me rooted in her soil of life. I couldn't leave her even if I tried. She's branching out for a better life. So don't ruin my world. Don't trouble my world. Don't ruin my world, world, world. Don't trouble my world. So don't ruin my world. Don't trouble my world. Don't ruin my world, world, world. Don't trouble my world. Her warmth is like the
This is Naomi Cowan representing for Talk Up Youth. This on every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Talk Up Youth. Me say Talk Up Youth. Yeah, you have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time.
Tell the people. Wake up this morning, smile with the sun. Mother Nature, my love you, come and see it, so I can't trust none. Prefer talk to the clouds, them. Come and know me now, hear it back. Friends want summer well dry, so I start part with the raindrops. Me rather chill on a mountain. The ocean, I'm a close friend. Find my peace in the wilderness whenever I feel broken. Yeah, summer part with the birds and bees, can't trust friends like these. Yeah. I prefer listen to the breeze and reason with the trees, yeah. That's why we tread alone, yeah. I'm young, God alone, yeah. These days me feel empty, me no trust for nobody. Trust can get you killed, so know who you are surfing. Success breed hate and jealousy. If you're my dog, me no pre-monetarily. Whether you're up or you're down, we are dead still. Like how the trees loyal to any hill. Yeah, sky know me have limit when me not pass. But on my seat, some would love for super faller. How we are gonna make the green me and the grass star? Wind tell me say some friendship nah last. Some apart with the birds and bees, can't trust friends like these. Yeah, I prefer listen to the breeze and reason with the trees. Yeah, that's why we tread alone, yeah. I'm young, God alone.
Good morning, Jamaica, and welcome to another beautiful Saturday morning. It is a great day to be in the studio, and if you're joining us on the 90.3, 90.5, 90.7 or 90.9 FM band Digiplay or Flow, good morning to you. This is the sound of the producer boss, Damien Scarlett, this morning, keeping it locked and loaded to Nationwide 90 FM. And we have with us this morning my co-host. She hasn't been here for a very, very, very long time, and I'm so excited. We're all excited.
Wagwan. It's Octavia in the building. I'm glad, very happy to be here.
Wow, welcome back, Octavia.
Thank you.
I won't even bother tell the people where you have been, but I know that you're quite busy dealing with the academic affairs of life and serving the university in many
areas
trust me, I can't keep up with your portfolio. But it's good to have you back today. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm actually doing great. Actually, it's my week has been good. Ups and downs, but I'm here.
You're here
and ready.
You're here and you're ready. Love that. So today, we're all about being the youth voices on protecting the environment. It's so important to keep our areas, our spaces clean. And we're going to be talking about that because beach cleanups play a vital role in safeguarding our coastal ecosystems, and so they are the frontline defense against marine pollution and helping to remove harmful debris that can endanger marine life. And so, Octavia, last week Saturday was the International Coastal Cleanup
Beach
Day.
Cleanup, yes.
September 21st. And we're going to be talking about that, sharing some highlights of what happened last week. And this really ties into a part of Vision 2030. That we have here in Jamaica in terms of protecting and having a healthy environment. Right? So who do we have today coming up in our show as we focus on protecting the environment? So inside our What Say You segment, we will share some pointers on the impact of environment, cleanliness, and our mental health and productivity. Is there a linkage there? Want to find
There
out?
is right. Actually. So we'll find out later down in the show.
That's right. And then inside our Youth for Chat segment, as we mentioned, that September 21st was the International Coastal Cleanup Day, which forms a part of the Sustainable Development Goals. And we'll be joined by Neville Charlton, youth advocate and founder of the Youth founder of Youth Inspiring Positive Change JA. He joins to talk to us about the recent Kingston Harbour Project initiative and his involvement at the Sergani Beach last week. And of course, that was part of the initiative by the Grace Kennedy Foundation and their Ocean Cleanup Project. We will also be joined by Tafari Hilton. He's a director of the Royal Optimist Club of Jamaica, and their group participated in ICC last week. So we're going to have a great conversation about that. And of course, we break for news at 12, the midday news. And then later on inside, Boss the Youth, what are we doing today?
Well, we have video pics of the week. That's right. And then we wind down into, the social media highlights.
That's right. So we're going to be here until 1 p.m. So listen to us at nationwideradiojm.com, or you can get the Nationwide app in your relevant app store. And of course, we are on YouTube. So good morning to our YouTubers. Those who are locked and loaded to our station. So stick and stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. This is a Talk Up Youth radio show, a youth-led Talk Up Youth production. Stay tuned for more Talk Up Youth. Mustafa.
Talk Up Youth.
We'll be back.
Tread alone, yeah. I'm young, God alone. God alone.
Share in the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
Now delivers in Kingston and St. Andrew with Quick Cart. Get your favorite juicy patties, breakfast, lunch, and more delivered right to your door. Visit quickcartonline.com or download the Quick Cart app to place your order. Juicy patties and Quick Cart, delivering serious Jamaican food.
Reliability is the key to business success. F&D Energy ensures your generator performs when needed. Contact F&D Energy to schedule a free consultation. F&D Energy, powering Jamaica's businesses, one generator at a time.
Yo, CXE results, I move away in a rasta.
Unhappy with your exam results?
English alone, I get my G.
Maths Unlimited has you covered.
What is 365 Maths Unlimited? Come, we could go check it out, bro. Alright.
Complete the 6th form program and be certified for many great job opportunities. Call 876-968-8427 or visit us at 6 to 8 Parkington Plaza, Kingston 10. Maths Unlimited, your pathway to a brighter future.
Tate's Pharmacy, offering quality service for over 40 years. Get prescription drugs at affordable prices and 10% discount for senior citizens. All major health cards accepted. They also offer blood pressure, blood sugar, pregnancy, and other tests. While you wait, you can purchase attractive household and other gift items. Located at Shop 27 Bargain Village Plaza, Maypen. Open Monday to Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Telephone 786-2222. Tate's Pharmacy, Clarendon's #1 pharmacy.
Experience unmatched performance and ultimate control with KYB shocks from Bird's Auto Parts. KYB shocks are perfect for every ride. Choose from a wide range of shocks such as Gas Adjust, Scorch Force, and XLG, which provides superior handling and stability on all terrain. For a smoother, safer, and more reliable drive, choose KYB. Available now at Bird's Auto Parts. Get 15% off your purchase of 2 or more KYB shocks. August 9 to November 8. It hurts if you don't check Birds.
I'm Dennis Brooks.
I'm Alan Campbell.
I'm Floyd Green.
And I'm Garth Williams. Catch us on the Jamaican Dads podcast right here on Nationwide 90 FM, Thursdays at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Sundays at 6 p.m.
The Jamaican Dads podcast is all about providing men with a healthy, safe, and functional forum to tackle many of the taboo topics that concern our masculinity.
Like everyone else out there, we're dads of varying amounts of experience who come from different backgrounds and often view the world differently.
We're definitely not perfect, but we're all brethren and we're all committed to this piece of rock called Jamaica.
Too often, there are no safe spaces for men to explore the issues which are important to us.
Plus, most of the content out there about parenthood is produced by women, for women. So we think it is important that we be the change we want to see.
Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jamaican Dads with a Z.
And definitely join us here on Nationwide 90 FM every Thursday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Sundays at 6 p.m. for the Jamaican Dads podcast. It's a revolution in media.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the streets to the beach, so clean. Now dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
Everybody have to stop litter. Solid waste management problem getting bigger. Plastic no decay like banana skin. So we have to let go the single use thing. Tabada fling no box pan the ground. It no look good when we roll round town. Dirty water make health complication. Property loss when it damage the foundation. We have to protect the trees and the ocean. Save the animals from harm and starvation. Make a bigger effort to keep the place clean. Everybody responsibility. Pollution and poison the earth and the sea. Microplastic getting up with bloodstream. It have to get better, so come join the team. One clean Jamaica, we are gonna live the dream.
No dirty up Jamaica.
Don't do it.
No dirty up Jamaica.
I beg you please.
No dirty up Jamaica.
Keep it clean.
No dirty up Jamaica.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, myself, Talk Up Youth.
We use recycles vital for the planet's survival. Climate change is spiraled and I won't stop ringing these sirens. Wow, 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 wow. The time for the change is now, 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 now. And I'm gonna show you how. Turn off the light, turn off the tap. You're not even using it, and that's bad. Relax, it's just a bad habit. All bad habits won't save the planet. It's tragic.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. Today it's all about protecting the environment. The music that you're going to be hearing is about the environment. The discussion is going to be about the environment. The people who are going to be on the show today, are they the environment?
So we are here joined by Mr. Tafari Hilton. He is the director at the Royal Optimist Club of Jamaica, and he will just share how his group contributed to the recent International Coastal Cleanup Day.
Right, but before we get to Tafari, when we think about beach cleanup and just keeping, the place clean, not just the beaches alone, we need to clean up Jamaica. And just before we came back from the break, you heard that little jingle from No Dirty Up Jamaica.
Right.
And I was like, yo, whoever mixed that song and wrote those lyrics.
It have a vibe.
It have a vibe. It must motivate us to want to keep the island clean.
That's right.
No littering and anything like that. But we have some quotes here in terms of clean the earth. When you clean the earth, what happens, Octavia?
You see, well, me never pay attention in geography class,
Right.
but the most I can say is whenever we have a clean earth, the whole cycle, it's better for the land, and I mean plants will be able to grow, and the environment itself would be a bit fresher.
And it's a happy place. So they say that clean
Definitely.
earth equal happy earth. Nature doesn't need us. We need nature. Right. What's another quote there about environment?
Be a part of the solution, not part of the pollution.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Don't be trashy, but recycle.
And make every day Earth Day. I think that's very important, right?
Yeah, every day must be Earth Day, right? And pollution is not the solution. And the last one that we have here this morning that I want to share with you is...
protect our oceans, protect our future.
Right, love that. And so the question of the day, does protecting the environment have an impact then on our environment and cleanliness, on our mental health and productivity. Like, do you find, and I'm kind of bringing Tafari here in the conversation, do you find that when you keep your space clean, environment clean, that you're more likely to produce more in your environment, your productivity levels increase? True, you agree or you do agree?
Of course I agree.
Yeah.
The environment is where we are, where we live. It's around us, it's our home. So for example, the easiest environment to use, where you live, your home.
Right.
Whenever like come home from a very long day at work and the place dirty, and it's like the place just feel heavy.
Right.
And you just clean up, and then once you clean up, you just feel more positive, more happy. Like it helps you improve your perspectives. So absolutely, we do need to take care of the environment.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think I can agree with that, because even in my little space, if it is that I have everything all over the place, I don't even know where to start. Even with schools, so even for some university students too, it does affect the mental health and your productivity levels. So if the place is a bit cleaner now, I know that all right, I can do this, I can do that. I just feel positive about going about my day and completing all that I have to complete, and possibly take up all more. So it's very good.
Yeah, well, there is a linkage, as we've been discussing. A study by the University of Arizona found that employees who work in a clean and organized environment are up to 15% more productive than those who work in a cluttered and messy environment. So people, when you even leave your house and you go to work, right? You have to ensure that your workstation and your workspace is tidy. It's clean. It's clean. But I mean, in organizations, yes, we do have companies that we employ to do some other aspect of the cleaning, cleaning the interior and the exterior,
organizing the files and so forth.
Not even that, but just in terms of general workplace hazard and healthcare. So that's one aspect of it, the organizational responsibility. But then when you think about our personal space, our personal responsibility, you want to ensure that when you come in the morning that things are together. Right. So they say that you must clean the office every day. Start with dry cleaning, so that includes like dusting, sweeping, and vacuuming. And then it's also that we must also follow up with wet cleaning, right? And use soap-based detergent applied with microfiber to remove any soil not picked up in the dry cleaning process. I guess that's a little bit more for the persons who are, employed to help to keep the areas clean. But for us, though, we just want to know that when we come to a nice environment that is not cluttered, we're able to focus and to get tasks done. But one of the benefits there, as you see, it focuses on physical health. So it says a clean environment reduces exposure to allergens, dust, and germs. And that's true.
Right.
And that's true, because we don't want to come to the place and get sick.
And that's why it's important to at least have on your person a disinfectant type of agent,
like a
wipes, or there is this mini little Lysol that you
Mm-hmm.
can have, and also like tissue, and
Well, it's funny they say that, because one thing the pandemic especially taught us was exercising more caution and care. And sometimes they say, well, some people find it surprising when men have like wipes and sanitizer.
Yes, they do.
My pouch always have that here. So you
it's
don't know.
very important, and I find that some of the men in Jamaica, they think that they shouldn't bring it and it's only for women, but I strongly disagree, because each of us should be clean, right? And should have a little cleaning items with us.
Right.
Most
Definitely. And so we can take something from that era, and it's not like we weren't saying that we shouldn't be clean all along. It just that showed more emphasis on that. So they say physical health benefits in terms of keeping the environment clean, your workspace clean, but also increase self-discipline. Maintaining a clean environment fosters self-discipline and responsibility.
And I think that's the same thing we were talking about a while ago, Tafari, where if we're starting from our homes, because everything starts from yard. All the proverb go. Yeah, it's my brand. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly it. Right. And I think in most Jamaican households we were taught that from our family members, be clean, and then before you can be clean outside, you have to learn it from the roots, and so maintaining a clean environment, it does foster self-discipline going forward.
Right. Another one here says that it improves our relationship. A clean home can strengthen relationships by reducing conflict and stress. Hey, this think about when you're younger, your parents just say, "Go and clean your room, boy." Go ahead.
But when them always say, make sure you do this by a certain time.
Right.
But you know that when you actually take it upon yourself and you do it before the time, when they come in now, if them alright and the house can move alright, you don't have any tension because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, because it's a part of raising children and all.
And here's a plug for this Saturday morning. If you got up this morning and you didn't start cleaning your room or anything like that, don't let mommy and daddy have to be in your ears talking to you about the importance of doing your chores, because when you do your part, it automatically helps the entire environment to be clean. But we're gonna continue the conversation on the other side of the break. It's all about being the youth voices and protecting the environment. Not dirty up Jamaica. This is the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. We'll be right back after this break. Talk Up Youth, myself.
Talk Up Youth.
It no look good when we roll round town. Dirty water make health complication. Party last when it damage the foundation. We have to protect the trees and the ocean, save the animals from harm and starvation. Make a bigger effort to keep the place clean. Everybody responsibility. Pollution and poison the earth and the sea.
Tate's Pharmacy, offering quality service for over 40 years. Get prescription drugs at affordable prices and 10% discount for senior citizens. All major health cards accepted. They also offer blood pressure, blood sugar, pregnancy and other tests. While you wait, you can purchase attractive household and other gift items. Located at Shop 27 Bargain Village Plaza, Maypen. Open Monday to Saturday 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Telephone 786-2222. Tate's Pharmacy, Clarendon's #1 pharmacy.
Escape to the tranquility of Spur Tree HomeAway Villas, a placid getaway featuring 3 unique accommodations. The spacious main house offers 6 aesthetically pleasing designed bedrooms, 3.5 baths, smart lock access, and modern amenities like smart TVs. Enjoy the cozy 2-bedroom suite with private baths, or retreat to the intimate 1-bedroom suite. Relax by the pool or explore Spur Tree HomeAway Villas. Book with us today. Contact 347-307-3732 or 646-824-5232.
Goldline Pharmacy, your friendly community pharmacy located at Main Street, Chapelton, is the place for all your prescription and over-the-counter drugs. They also offer blood pressure and blood sugar checks at a minimal cost. All major health cards are accepted and discretionary discounts are available. Get all your household and gift items for all occasions at very reasonable prices. Open Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Goldline Pharmacy. Their first responsibility is serving their customers. Telephone 876-785-0128. Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We are having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM.
Is that really Clip You Stalky?
Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour. Fired.
Also, tune into the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Was Click News really talking like that? Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
Yeah, man, you don't know, this is Naomi Cowan representing for Talk Up Youth. This on every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Talk Up Youth, me say Talk Up Youth, yeah. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Today we are the youth voices on protecting the environment, because we do have a personal and collective responsibility, and that's our focus today. Last week, Saturday, September 21st, was recognized as the International Coastal Cleanup Day, ICC as we call it, and it's aligned to goal number 4 of Vision 2030 Jamaica. Jamaica has a healthy natural environment. So in this segment, we're speaking with Tafara Hilton and also Neville Charlton. Of course, Neville is also no stranger to us here at the Talk of Youth, right? And he wears many hats, but for the purpose of today, we're talking about International Coastal Cleanup. Both Tafari and Neville, representing their individual organizations, Octavia, would have participated in the initiative last week Saturday. So the first thing I want to talk to is gentlemen, what's the main objective of International Coastal Cleanup? Why is this important for us to observe as a country? Let me start with Neville.
I think I can go ahead and start. So one, thanks for having me, firstly. International Coastal Cleanup Day is really important because it brings awareness around keeping our oceans as well as keeping our harbor clean. And it's really a day that's recognized for various corporate, both local, individual, NGOs, as well as schools and entities to come together and really clean up our shorelines, as well as an ICC day for us, especially at the Kingston Harbour Cleanup Project, is a part of we are a part of a greater initiative, which I will export more on later. But it's really to bring awareness, as well as to really help persons understand that, hey, it's time to stop littering our oceans.
Yes, all right. Thank you for that. And Tafari, anything to add to that in terms of, Neville spoke about the awareness that we need to bring. And even when you think about like young persons and the role that we play in this process, why is it necessary for youth to also to observe this though?
Well, it's critical that youth are involved in these community giving back initiatives.
Yeah.
Because one, it helps to many of these initiatives and organizations, many of them is just a bunch of older folks, and we need to streamline youth into them so we can keep these groups going. Youth get chances to learn skills, meet people, make connections, have partnerships, all that type of stuff. And so as we spoke about earlier, it starts from yard where we learn to clean up a room, clean up a house, clean up a yard. Personal responsibility to instill within young people the personal responsibility of taking care of their country. It's a form of patriotism, but also just a part of being, I think, a responsible human being.
Right.
You know me I say? Try not to litter as much, If you would not treat
or try not to
your
litter
own,
at all.
or litter at all.
Right.
Exactly. If you would not treat your house or your yard like this, why treat everywhere like that? And if it's one thing I will say, when you do the cleanup, you are astonished and disgusted by the level of trash that is out there. So in a sense, it's very important to make youth be aware of what's going on, so that these are the ways how we can keep the nation going, because in the next 10 years, 20 years, these youth will now be the adults working in these organizations and spaces, and what values would they have? So we have to keep it going.
And I think it's very important what you mentioned, Tafari and Never, that some we need to let Jamaicans be more aware, because sometimes Jamaicans don't understand the importance of keeping the environment clean. And
well, let me be a little bit troublesome, Octavia. Is it that we don't understand?
True, true. Is it
that we
don't
don't understand?
Or we're just
never
stubborn?
want to come in here. Never come in.
So looking at it from a wider aspect, and looking at it from it, is not that we don't understand, but we have to bring that level of awareness. So you have heard me made mention of the greater initiative that we're doing, which is the Kingston Harbour Cleanup Initiative, which is really look at raising awareness around the pollution in the Kingston Harbour, as well as preventing waste from entering into the harbour. So the first thing that you have to look at is that initiative, like keeping the oceans clean, is multifaceted. Where does the garbage enter from? And that's from the gullies. You have gullies like the Raytown gullies, you have like the Tivoli Barnes gully, and these various gullies, and I'm talking specifically to Kingston Harbour now.
Yes.
So speaking back in off what Tafari said, we have to go into the communities, and that's what we are doing, especially through the Kingston Harbour widening programs, where they have selected individuals from within their respective gully that is going into the community, from their respective communities that's going into the community. So let's say, for example, I know everybody should know about the Tivoli Gully, Mountain View Gully, Barnes Gully. So when persons throw garbage or when rain fall, where does the garbage end up?
Back into the ocean.
So what something that you see, the awareness aspect of it, where people, you can actually go in and talk to people and bring them awareness about, hey, take a step back, the garbage that you throw away end up, and even taking it a step further. I love that Tafari made mention of young people as critical part is also empowering our children, especially starting from the primary school, about what is waste, because as he made mention, they are the future generation. So when we can bring that awareness, walk them through the cycle of what is happening, what happens when you throw away a plastic bottle, where does it end up? So that awareness aspect of it is not that Jamaicans, we do know, but sometimes we just need a little nudge, or we need a little bird in our ear, keep on chirping that do not throw away your garbage, do not throw away your garbage. And then at the end of the day, it's just like us. When we constantly hear something, then we're going to put it into practice.
Right. And that's important. And I think about sometimes, not even from the ocean aspect, but when you look across Jamaica, when we have heavy rainfall, right?
Yes.
Well, let's take our current context right now. We're experiencing some heavy showers, and when you have all of that debris in our gullies that's never piling up, it creates a further problem, even on our nation's roads
and the ecosystem too.
Right.
Yeah.
And so this whole matter about reducing waste, and also to ensure that we're reducing pollutants as well, it becomes important. And so when we're having these discussions, not because we just want to sound nice, it's almost as if it's a call to action. Right? Not even almost. It is a call to action. It is a call to action. But gentlemen, what are some of the challenges though? You mentioned, Tafari, that when you went out there, you were both astonished and disgusted by it. But what are the challenges that exist when it comes on to beach cleanup?
Beach cleanup. All right. So first things first, getting people to wake up early in the morning. We start at 6 a.m. or 6:30, which means that you have to, be at the location, like the meetup spot at 5:30. I know you have some people who are come from far, and usually some people not come from far. Some people just say, "Boy, I'm tired, I can't bother for wake up." And so that's the first struggle. The next one is once you get on the site, in the beach cleanup, there's a training where you receive like a form and you learn how to pick up the garbage, how to fill it in, because that data is important so that we can know how each year how the efforts are going and the national campaigns and policies how they're working. So for example, last year when we did the go-kart track.
That's Palisades?
When my club Rock, we went on the TEF last year, whole heap of plastic bag. Plastic bag, plastic buckle. Mind you, this was 1 year after the plastic ban. So it wasn't as heavy as I would imagine it being before, but a whole heap of bag out there. So that's how it's hard. Another thing that makes it difficult being out in the sun at bad. I know global warming, sun not up at. It's like it's our overtime, and then some of the trash that you see, it can really disgust you. Like one time, I think this year when we put in the group chat, say, hey, who want to come this year? 2 persons were like, no, I'm traumatized because they found a buckle, open the buckle, it's pee.
Wow.
Like months old, rank people. Some
them. Yes. So say you weird. But we understand that when the realities that are out there are you have to kind of condition your mind to not be deterred by that and remember the focus of why you're out there. But what I found interesting was the fact that you made reference to the data that you capture from the initiative. So it's not just going out there and collecting the trash and getting rid of it, but it's to get the data so that we can have a projection of where we are, what is it that we need to do. When we come back, I want to touch on that aspect of policies, and I know Neville, this is a question for you especially when we come back. Recently we heard our Prime Minister, the Honorable Andrew Holness, talking to us about where we are now as a country and the sustainable development goals. So on the other side of this break, we'll pick up that conversation. This is the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Protecting the environment is our focus today. Soon come. Talk Up Youth, Mr. Faye. Talk Up Youth.
Talk Up Youth.
Are you ready for a patio makeover you can afford? Then come to Paradise Patio Furniture and Grills in Montego Bay. We now offer a new line of beautiful, truly affordable furniture that will make your outdoor space look amazing. And you won't find it anywhere else at these prices. Get that high-end look that is sure to impress, easy in-store financing, and island-wide delivery options too at Paradise Patio Furniture and Grills, Winter Village Mall, Montego Bay, and ParadisePatioJamaica.com.
Outperform, outlast. We top performance. Chakama. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electricians. Fancy select tools, free parts and free repairs. 3 parts, free repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-61114. Delta Supply. We service what we sell.
Single-use thing. Tabada fling no box on the ground. It no look good when we roll round town. Dirty water make health complication. Property loss when it damage the foundation. We have to protect the trees.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Protecting our environment today, that is our focus, and I'm Damien Scarlett, and my co-host today is
Octavia Da Costa.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was about to say something else, and I'm getting like a tongue twister kind of a thing. But we're back with Tafari and Neville. A few days ago, Well, earlier this year, the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, says that the country is unlikely to meet its sustainable development target of achieving first world status by 2030. Just a few days ago, our Prime Minister, the Honorable Andrew Holness, he mentioned, as he was speaking at an event recently, he says for most countries that they are only achieving 16% of the targets that they had set under the SDG, and that's really a challenge. Jamaica is doing much better than the rest of the world, and in fact is the leading country in the Caribbean for meeting the SDG goal, that's the Sustainable Development Goal, based upon our National Development Plan. And he went on to say that, in fact, we're about 60% of the way there. All right, so Neville, I know that this is more up into your area of focus. Let's talk about a little bit about policy changes, right, and initiatives as it relates to just general coastal pollution and just keeping the place clean. And in keeping with what our PM would have said to us about where we are now with Vision 2030, what more do we need to do or can we do? And what are some of the policies do you think that we need to be focusing on at this time?
All right, so two things. Let I just jump back quickly. I know some of the challenges also include it. This is just a International Coastal Cleanup Day. Is just like a pebble that we need to throw in. Like it's literally a small aspect of it. It's broader, and that all starts with awareness as well as putting policies. I know in 2018, the government of Jamaica implemented ban on the importation, distribution, manufacture, as well as the commercial use of certain types of single-use plastic as well. And in 2020, I think it was where there was a coalition of about 11 bottling manufacturing companies in partnership with RPJ, which is Recycling Partners of Jamaica, which is a private public partnership organization that launched a voluntary deposit refund scheme in which RPJ actually pays persons a refund per kilogram of plastic to registered vendors who drop off their plastic collected. So what they are doing, what they are doing is insensitizing persons, to collect the plastic. And we have also seen here where persons in the communities are actually collecting those plastics and carrying them to get the refund. So if you have a lot of plastics, right, at the end of the day, and it's going to be a community effort. When they look at policies, it's going to be a community effort. The government of Jamaica cannot do it alone. We also need private and public sector on board. Private and public sector, similar to what the Kingston Harbour is doing, where we are engaging various companies across the harbour to say, hey, what are some things they can implement even within your own workplace as it regards to plastic collection, or do you separate it? And then a big issue as well is the separation of garbage from plastics, because as you know, plastic takes years and years to break down. So at the end of the day, we also need a more targeted approach, and it's similar. Going back to the data, last ICC Day last week, we collected over 7,000 kilograms of waste and we mobilized over 700 volunteers. I don't share the similar sentiments as Tafari. People are actually excited to be a part of it. And when you talk, because we had schools on board, UA, the alls came out, and every time we have a cleanup, right? Fortunately, from 2022, we have organized over 22 cleanups. And the interesting part is, majority of the time, you always get young people wanting to come out. And I always say, when you do initiatives like these, we have to see how best we can ensure that it's community-led. Right, and it's community-led and people-led, so we get the input of the various stakeholders to see how we can make it, for the use of the word, a little bit more sexy and attractive. And I think we together, we need a multifaceted approach where we include the government, private sector, community members, community leaders, young people. And from once we can bring that awareness and bring everybody to the table, then we can have a more targeted approach to plastic, to get rid of plastic pollution.
Right. And so I know that thanks for that, Neville. I know that there are initiatives right across the island, but as you talk about awareness, so what should awareness look like?
Tafari? So, yeah, you can go ahead, Tafari.
Well, one of the best, if you ask me, one of the best ways to give awareness is by just having somebody be there to see what it is. And as I said, when you go there and you see the trash that's out there, you see the garbage, you see the magnitude, it shocks you. It makes you feel like, say, oh no, I have to do better. I must do better because, like you see the things that you use in your house, you see the things that you throw away there. So that's if you ask me, the key way to build awareness, showing people what their actions do look like and how it impacts.
Yeah, how your action also impact others and impact the wider society. And I know Neville mentioned earlier on about the time frame in terms of the breakdown of the plastic.
Yeah.
That takes anywhere between 20 to 500 years
only for
time to
long.
decompose.
Yeah.
You know, so you might just be there and think that if you throw a plastic bottle over there, so you're all right, but you're not contributing to the overall development of the society and the environment. You recognizing that my action causes some kind of consequence or repercussion
on the environment itself and how it runs.
Yeah, and so as we're talking about this, you know, it really shows us that there's much more work to do. I mean, we can never not have enough volunteers. We do need more persons to come on board there. And again, the whole matter about the plastic pollution. When you do go to the beaches, that's what you see a lot. One of the things that you see a lot, the plastic, you know, and then trying to navigate that process.
And Tafari, you would have mentioned bringing awareness, and if it is that they go out and see more the effects of their actions, what are some of the strategies other than that you would use to make young people more aware? Yeah, I would say young people. Yeah,
and
young
motivated,
people. Yeah. Because on your end, it's different from what Neville just explained, that everybody is excited.
Yeah.
But on your end, you know, what are the strategies that you think could make them more aware?
More aware of like the importance of cleaning up. Genuinely, it's, if you ask me, it comes down to how you instill the values of cleanliness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We have to instill those, but additionally, our structure, it has to be conducive to people being able to throw away garbage.
Yeah.
When you look at some of the research, although some people like to believe that, some people just nasty,
Right.
but when you look at some places, where are the garbage bins? Are they placed in strategic positions for people to dispose of the trash?
With high traffic, I understand.
So what I'm hearing from you is that we need to advocate for more of that in our spaces, more garbage bins, right?
That is correct.
Right,
That's
and so that people will know that if you see the bin, it's not going to take you anything, right? To just go there and put it in.
Right.
And Neville mentioned something too in terms of separating the other debris from the plastic.
Right.
So we also need to have that too.
I want to mention something. In Japan, they are seen as the most cleanliest place in the whole world. And I remember I have some friends over there, and they tell me that when it's garbage day, they're stressed out because as Neville mentioned earlier, there's the separation thing. If there's a bag for plastics, there's a bag for liquid waste, there's a bag for plastic,
every single thing.
And if they do not sort that, the truck will not take it. And you will feel ashamed. So in Japan, it starts from early. Children learn to clean. Like, there isn't this culture of somebody will
one
do
second
it.
there, I know you're on that point, but we're up on the news break, so we're gonna have to take a break, and when we come back, we'll finish that conversation. Neville, if you can just join us back for a few minutes after midday news, we will definitely pick up what it means to protect the environment. This is the Talk Up Your Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. We'll be right back after the midday news.
It no look good when we roll round town. Dirty water make health complication. Property loss when it damage the foundation. We have to protect the trees and the ocean. Save the animals from harm and starvation. Make a bigger effort to keep the place.
Gold Line Pharmacy, your friendly community pharmacy located at Main Street, Chapelton, is the place for all your prescription and over-the-counter drugs. They also offer blood pressure and blood sugar checks at a minimal cost. All major health cards are accepted and discretionary discounts are available. Get all your household and gift items for all occasions at very reasonable prices. Open Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Gold Line Pharmacy. Their first responsibility is serving their customers. Telephone 876-785-0128.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM. You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
12 noon.
It's credible and factual. The World at Noon on Nationwide 90 FM.
Good afternoon, I'm Andrew Cannon. Coming up in the World at Noon for this Saturday, September 28, 2024, St. Anne police reporting a dramatic decrease in murders when compared to last year. Accidents claim the lives of 3 pedestrians within the last 24 hours. Repair work on the Southern Coastal Highway in St. Thomas should be completed by the end of October. In news from the region, difficult times to continue until new gas production in 2027, says Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley. While on the international scene, at least 45 dead as Helene pummels Southeast United States. And in sports, World Anti-Doping Agency appeals decision that cleared world #1 tennis player Jannik Sinner after he tested positive for a banned substance. The details after this. Murders in St. Anne are down by over 30% when compared to last year. That's the word from head of the St. Anne Police Division, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell. SSP Powell made the disclosure to Prime Minister Andrew Holness during a tour of the parish yesterday, September 27. There has also been an overall reduction in crime in the parish. According to SSP Powell, the success of the police in St. Anne is due to special initiatives.
What are things in the parish?
Well, so far, the parish is experiencing 11% reduction.
11, good.
Yes, sir. Major crime. Meaning that we are seeing less murders since the start of this year.
Yes.
So we have 22 less murders. That is 36% less murders.
Excellent.
When compared to last year.
Excellent.
What are we? Are we achieving these special initiatives? So in terms of the operational support team, we have them in the hotspots, the areas of concern, rolling out some special initiative in terms of domestic violence to get to the heart and mind of the residents of the parish.
Meanwhile, the St. Anne police are concerned about the prevalence of domestic disputes in the parish. SSP Powell revealed that officers have had to implement targeted intervention strategies to address the problem.
Most of our problem in St. Anne is really intimate partner, domestic related issue. So 65% over the years of our problem in terms of crime and violence is really domestic related. We have a domestic related center all the way up in the hills of Alexandria.
Okay.
We place it there because that area was void of that kind of resources. So down at the center, especially in St. Anne's, we partner with the Justice Center. So in terms of their office, becomes our space. So we working as partner agencies to mitigate those domestic related issues. So the police with the social intervention program from the 11 police stations that we have in the parish, and we are strategically placed right across the division. So we are able through those stations to infuse ourselves in the community.
Head of the St. Anne Police Division, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell. 3 pedestrians have died within the last 24 hours, bringing the number of fatalities so far this year to 51. According to information provided by the Police Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, PSTEB, in one of the incidents, which took place this morning around 3:44, 2 males aged 37 and 57 died when a Mitsubishi was traveling east along Washington Boulevard. When upon reaching the vicinity of the Marvelly community, it allegedly made contact with the pedestrians who were standing in the roadway, assisting another motorist involved in a previous motor vehicle collision. Both were transported to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. In the other incident, which took place yesterday, Friday, September 27, a female pedestrian aged 62 was standing on the side of East Street in front of P.A. Benjamin's. A Honda Fit was traveling south along East Street while the white Toyota Probox was traveling west along Charles Street. It is reported that upon reaching the intersection, which is controlled by a traffic light, it is alleged that one of the vehicles disobeyed the traffic signal, resulting in the Toyota Probox colliding with the left rear section of the Honda Fit. The impact reportedly pushed the Honda Fit sideways into the female pedestrian standing on the side of the road. The female pedestrian sustained multiple injuries and was pronounced dead upon arrival at the hospital. Repair work on the Southern Coastal Highway in St. Thomas should be completed by the end of October. A large section of the retaining wall on the section of the highway that runs through the community of Russell was destroyed during the passage of Hurricane Beryl on July 3. Manager of Communications and Customer Services at the National Works Agency NWA, Stephen Shaw, provided the update to our news center on Thursday.
The work at Roselle is progressing quite well. We are rebuilding the retaining structure that failed, resulting from strong wave action in this space. We're about 40% complete, and the intention to have this important structure completed sometime in the month of October.
Mr. Shaw says corrective works are also being done on other affected areas in St. Thomas.
We intend to have those sections of the roads that were damaged as a result of aerial and the faulty material that was used. We are making steady progress with the repairs, and we also intend to have the works in those areas completed sometime before the end of October.
Stephen Shaw, Manager of Communications and Customer Services at the NWA. Forensic social worker for convicted Jamaican sniper Lee Boyd Malvo, Carmetta Albaros, says she does not wish to go through another trial. On Tuesday, Circuit Court Judge in Montgomery County, Maryland, Sharon Burrell, rejected an application from Malvo's attorneys to vacate his 2006 murder convictions. Ms. Albaros says she visited Malvo 2 months ago.
Apparently, and I didn't know that they were going to put a motion to vacate the plea, because Lee does not want that. When I met with him 2 months ago, he said all he wants, he does not want to go through another situation where there's a trial to re-traumatize the victim. He just wants to be sentenced, but he was also hoping that it would be concurrent. So he wouldn't end up with a situation where he would have to do 25 or whatever time he did in Virginia and then have to go to Maryland and do another whatever, because it would essentially, lead to spending the rest of his life in prison, which was not the intent of the decision in Miller.
During Tuesday's sitting, Judge Burrell heard the motion to vacate Malva's pleas in relation to 6 murders during the 2002 DC sniper attacks. His attorneys argued that his sentence was illegal under the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Malvo was 17 during the span of the shootings. Ms. Albaros says she believes the pleas should be vacated.
There has been a resistance on the part of Virginia, the transport into Maryland. That has been the problem. And so, his lawyer's position is, well, if he cannot be taken to court so he can be sentenced, well, then we think that the plea should be vacated. But I don't think that is something that he particularly wants, because he does not want to put the victims through another trauma of a trial.
Carmetta Albaros, forensic social worker for Lee Boyd Malvo. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of Green Island, Hanover. The measure took effect on the 6th at 6 Friday evening and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Sunday. The curfew follows a triple murder in Harding Hall, which falls within the Green Island area. 2 men and a woman were the victims of 2 separate gun attacks in the community. They've been identified as 61-year-old Melvin Davis, 45-year-old Andre Colley, and 43-year-old Stacey Ann Williams. The murders took place 25 minutes apart. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says during the hours of the curfew, all persons within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. Let's now turn to news in the region. With low levels of gas production and a less than favorable market, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, says there will be difficult times for the country until new gas production in 2027. discussing the future of TNT's gas industry at Atlantic's 25th anniversary and restructuring celebrations at Clifton Hill, Point 14 yesterday, September 27, Rowley said the seismic work is progressing on the proven fields, such as the Consuna and Mannequin, giving confidence that there is a strong flow of gas coming from the border and across the border to the medium term. Therefore, he said, TNT has to be responsible and hold the fort. On the international scene, at least 45 people have died and millions have been left without power as Hurricane Helene roared through the southeastern United States. Officials continued daring rescues with boats, helicopters, and large vehicles to help those stranded in flood waters, including about 50 workers and patients who crowded on the roof of a flooded Tennessee hospital. It was the most powerful storm on record to hit Florida's Big Bend and moved north into Georgia and the Carolinas after making landfall overnight on Thursday. Insurers and financial institutions say damage caused by the storm could run into billions of dollars. And now to sports. The World Anti-Doping Agency WADA says it is lodging an appeal with the Court of Arbitration for Sports CAS after an independent tribunal found world number 1 tennis player Jannik Sinner wasn't at fault for twice testing positive for a banned substance in March 2024. Sinner, 23, has so far avoided suspension from competition since the International Tennis Integrity Agency announced in August that he wasn't at fault despite testing positive for clostebol, an anabolic steroid. And now for a recap of the top stories making the news at this hour. St. Anne police reporting a dramatic decrease in murders when compared to last year. Accidents claim the lives of 3 pedestrians within the last 24 hours. Repair work on the Southern Coastal Highway in St. Thomas should be completed by the end of October. And in news from the region, difficult times to continue until new gas production in 2027, says Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley. You can find the news on our website at nationwideradiojm.com and on the Nationwide app available on Google Play and the App Store. News is next at 5 o'clock. However, stay tuned as we go back to Talk Up Youth.
Calling all fishermen in Jamaica. We are in the hurricane season. Weather changes are more frequent and you need your daily marine weather forecast to keep you informed of these changes. Hurry and register now with the Jamaica Fishermen Cooperative Union Limited. They will see that you get your daily marine report on time. Visit them at 44 Beechwood Avenue or call 876-968-0411. Don't delay. Calling all fishermen in Jamaica.
We a big deal when we touch ground. Yeah, I can see when we're pulling up. Anything for the taste what we love. Barbecue, spicy and original, flavorful, crispy, irresistible. 3-piece with the fries and a Pepsi. Go get your one big deal, stop stress me. All when we dip on the toilet, no left foot.
Anything for the taste of a juicy, crunchy, irresistible KFC big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries and Pepsi. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Exciting news! The Design Studio on Nationwide 90 FM just got a whole lot bigger. Join us this and every Saturday now from 1 to 3 p.m. for an exclusive show that elevates your home, mind, and soul. Discover the latest interior design trends to create your dream sanctuary. Unlock your true potential with personal growth strategies. Nourish your body and spirit with expert wellness tips. Don't miss out on the inspiration you need to live your best life. Tune in to the Design Studio this and every Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. and take the first step towards a more fulfilling you.
Make me sweat, make me harder.
I'm Dennis Brooks.
I'm Marlon Campbell.
I'm Floyd Green.
And I'm Garth Williams. Catch us on the Jamaican Dads podcast right here on Nationwide 90 FM, Thursdays at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Sundays at 6 p.m.
The Jamaican Dads podcast is all about providing men with a healthy, safe, and functional forum to tackle many of the taboo topics that concern our masculinity.
Like everyone else out there, we're dads of varying amounts of experience who come from different backgrounds and often view the world differently.
We're definitely not perfect, but we are all brethren and we're all committed to this piece of rock called Jamaica.
Too often, there are no safe spaces for men to explore the issues which are important to us.
Plus, most of the content out there about parenthood is produced by women, for women. So we think it is important that we be the change we want to see.
Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jamaican Dads with a Z.
And definitely join us here on Nationwide 90 FM every Thursday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Sundays at 6 p.m. for the Jamaican Dads podcast. It's a revolution in media.
Education is the key for betterment in this modern time, Education is the key for betterment. Never waste your time, don't you waste your time. Bless and love. This is Warrior King. It's all about talk of youth, you know. Cause the youth them are the future. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep in tune, don't move the dial. Rastafari. Reggae music rocking the nation. Good vibration.
For he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. Fully Jesus.
One validation now.
Such. Yo, John Mark. You say fully Jesus, you know. Let them know, man.
I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath.
All day, every day.
We have a karate. Nobody no more than we. Nobody no more than we. Ah, yeah. From you see we you see God power. See we you see God power. Nobody no more than we. Nobody no more than we. Ah, yeah. And the devil not the whole power. And the blessings never flow power. Greater is the one that is within me than the one that is within the world. Now some are better than nobody, cause a man for know what them deserve. When I was at the lowest in my life, God, that you find me. Now I go tell a lie when you show mercy. You pay the toll for me sin and then to drive safely. Buckle up, my boy, a long journey. See it and now we have a better book. Yo, you change the story to
Welcome back to the Talk of You radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, keepers of the earth. So welcome to those on our YouTube channel also. I'm Octavia once more, and beside me I have...
Oh, me. The producer boss, Damon Scarlett, is in the studio today, and we're having a good conversation on I was going to say productivity, but it's really protecting the environment.
Yeah, and how it affects our productivity. So we have Tafari and Neville
we're back
here
with
joining
Neville. In terms of plastic pollution, we were touching on that earlier on. The tremendous increase in solid waste pollution of the Kingston Harbour threatens to cause irreversible damage to the biodiversity, commercial activity, and aesthetics of the entire harbour ecosystem. And we'd have heard from Neville earlier on in terms of some of the initiatives of his organization that he was a part of, and leading one of those beach cleanup initiatives last week, Saturday. I believe it was at Sergany Beach.
Yes, Sergany Beach.
Right. Okay. So tell us a little bit about that, Neville.
All right. So beach cleanup is not always easy, as you know, Tafari alluded to.
Yes.
It's various moving dynamics part, but on the day, actually, as I made mention, we collected. So we had done a previous cleanup the week before, which was also included that data into the ICC data. So we did one at Gunboat, and then that was on the 14th, and then on the 22nd, we did the one at Sagani. So that one saw various organizations coming on board. We reached out to various organizations. We had Digicel there. We also had DNG, we had Nephew, a lot of other corporate organizations. It was planned by the Grace Kennedy Foundation, as well as the Ocean Cleanup, which is about part of a bigger initiative as well. So they are the ones that fund the Kingston Harbour. We saw over 300 volunteers coming out early. Yeah, our volunteers started coming out from as early as 6 o'clock. Collected the data, as I made mention, it's over 7,000 kilograms of plastic, including waste and plastic was collected. And so the day went smoothly. Especially love. We also saw the university, out and about. So there was Irving All there. There were also we had reached out to the UMONA Guild, the EAC, which is External Affairs Outreach. So they had sent 60 students. Obviously, there were more than 60 students from UWI that came, but it was really a good day. We also had competition for the group that collected the most garbage.
Wow.
We had nephew won, DNG won. So I tell him that wasn't a competition, that was like a mixture, you know. And then at the end of the day, what we try to do is see how best we can, especially get the young people more actively a part of it. And so the day went really well from everything. Just have to say a big shout out to especially all the various corporate partners that came out, because at the end of the day, what we want to do is create a chain reaction where we have already started, but we want it to continue where more corporate entities are coming on board, as well as schools, community members were also out in the numbers as well. And I think Tafari alluded to it earlier, where we have to start with the community, right? We have to get that awareness out, and we also have to ensure that from once to get the community buying into beach cleanup, it's not a one-off initiative. We have to continuously doing it, and that is what the Kingston Harbour is doing. So ICC Day is gone. Now we are looking at how we can continue to empower the communities through the Kingston Harbour Warden program, and letting them going into their communities and being the change makers as it relates to talking about plastic pollution and how we can alleviate it.
Love that. We all have a responsibility. Thank you,
true.
Neville, because Neville, through his organization and the other entities, they're doing their part. We see the Optimist group doing their part. And I want to say that Talk Up Youth is doing their part. We are doing our part as well. And I'm going to tell a little bit more about a project that we have launched as it relates to recycling for our nation students. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to about to tell you about that. But here's a video.
It's so like we might need to partner with you guys, man.
Well, come and talk to Empress. Come talk to
It's
Empress.
all about partnership.
It's all about partnership. But as we mentioned that, though, here is a couple months ago, I believe, or weeks ago, I should say, our executive producer, Empress Golding, was also out there cleaning up the society.
Exactly.
I believe she was also with Minister Samuda and a few other persons. So here's a video snippet that we want to share with you.
By now, we would get it that we need to containerize our garbage, that we need to actually dump it properly. But I mean, I'm just absolutely amazed at the amount of garbage in this space. Look at this. It's gross. Janella, we need to do better. We need to educate. Come on, Jamaica. Let us your pretty nice iron on. Please, I beg you. Plastic, and more plastic. What does that do to us? Come on, man. Hey. Oh my God, I think I have holes in my shoes. Quick, pick it up. Put it in there.
My socks are wet. Oh, I'm gonna
Disgusting. Why would you do this to our harbor?
Not dirty up, Jamaica. Please don't do it. That's what I found.
All right, there. So we see Empress and the team out there, and even getting her own kids involved, and understanding that we are part of the solution. So big up to Mama E, as we call her, And again, as Neville and Tafara is in saying that, definitely we should have the conversation about how we can partner, because it's all about partnerships, all about advancing the right causes. That's what we're about.
And a very good video that was too, and I can see where Tafari would have mentioned, some of the items that were there, and how gross it can be. So I'm just now seeing through the video what those, some of those are. Yeah, it's
because we have to think about the overall picture, as you said, about protecting not just the environment, but in the context of the ocean and ocean life. And I'm never familiar with all the SDGs, right? I believe SDG 14 also looks at that in terms of ocean life, and the fact that. And when we talk about these things, about the sustainable development goals, ever so often, it's about sustainable living, right?
Right,
and
it is,
the development of our nation. And that we also have a responsibility. Before you go, Neville, I just want you to leave a plug and a nugget, Neville and Tafari, as it relates to the environment itself. What it is that we need to do. There are a number of persons listening to us this afternoon on this channel here at Nationwide. Encourage some young persons to get involved in your organizations that you are part of as well. So let me start with Tafari and then I go to Neville.
All right, thank you. Well, first things first, as Octavia mentioned earlier, I am a part of the Royal Optimist Club of Kingston, ROCK. We rock, yeah. Optimist, our brand is about being not necessarily happy, but it's about, meeting everything, all the challenges, obstacles in life with optimism, which is positivity, knowing that I can do it, I can overcome. Optimist International, they're one of the 4 major service clubs like Rotary, Lions, Kiwanis. We maintain a focus on children. So all our things are more children focused, like we participate in Read Across Jamaica Day and all that. You guys can find us, no time for the shameless plug. You guys can find us on all social media platforms, IG, Facebook, everything, at Royal Optimist Club of Kingston. We meet every month. We do development stuff. We learn about finances, all of that. Type of stuff.
So pouring into the children, educating them, and I want to say a big shout out as well to my friend, long-time friend, Garvin, Ganderson, who's also a director there, a part of Rock. All right, so Neville, yes, your time.
I'll definitely say change starts with each and every one of us. So if you see a plastic or if you see a friend throwing away a plastic or any garbage, just let them know to dispose of it the correct way. Put it in the garbage, because awareness is a big thing. Never be afraid to speak up. I think Talk Up Youth is a perfect example. Talk Up Youth.
That's right.
Talk Up Youth, at the end of the day, if you see plastic being thrown away, just talk up inappropriately. Just talk up and let them know, you bossy. Don't throw it away like that. So for me, it's change starts with you. You need to be the change maker. You can always follow us on social media at Clean Kingston Arbor on Instagram. You can always look out for volunteer opportunities. They usually keep beach cleanup activities quarterly, so you can get involved as well. If you're a youth group similar, I'll encourage Tafari to also reach out to us. Would love to have your group on board as well and have the young people on board as well. And, just continue doing great things and always remember, change starts with each and every one of us. So we need to be the change makers that we want to see in order to build a cleaner and better Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right. Love that. And let me just give it a little plug as relates to what we're doing. I'm going to talk about it some more on when we come from the break. That Talk Up Youth has launched the art recycling and art competition where we're inviting Jamaican high schools to join our competition to showcase their creative skills while promoting the importance of recycling. And so a part of that project initiative is with the recycling partners of Jamaica Digital Foundation and Grace Kennedy Foundation. So outside of radio, we're doing doing the work, right? So a part of that is that we're asking Jamaican high school students to design an art installation using recycled materials with over 80% plastic bottles that will inspire others to think sustainably about their waste and their environment impact. And so if schools are listening right now, if your environmental clubs or any of the other clubs like Key Club and Interact Club and Lions Club, if you want to get involved in this, I want you to reach out to us at Talk Up Youth. You can DM us on Instagram, and you can also email us at talkupyoutart@gmail.com. That's talkupyoutart@gmail.com for more information. And you have to make your submission because we're going to have a grand art exhibition and all of those things.
I can't wait for it. And
excited.
I think it's a very good initiative for you.
So we're using what we see out there and to recreate art in a way where we can now promote the beauty of our society. And again, it's all about recycling. So I want to say thank you so much to Neville and to Fire. I know, Neville, you're a busy man. You have a lot of things to do on a Saturday. But it's always good for you to stop by and to talk to us because he's in the spaces advocating for change. In fact, he is the founder of an organization, Youth Inspiring Positive Change, JA. And so thank you for all the work that you're doing. Never. And to Tafari and the members.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man, and the members of the Optimist Group.
Thank you.
All the best to you, and thanks for coming through today. On the other side of the break, we have some other items that we want to share with you. It's social media highlights.
Yes.
Also, we're going to give you some video pics of the day. All right, so Sulcom, this is the Talk A Bit Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. We'll be right back after this.
Good health starts with proper hydration. Hydrate your body with Hydrate. Hydrate is purified natural water from rocks 110 feet below the ground. You have never tasted water so great, yet so affordable. Yes, taste and experience it for yourself. Water at its best. Hydrate. Available also as purified alkaline water and ultra-purified distilled water. Bottled by LLNSCS Limited, a subsidiary of Max Pharmaceuticals. Call 876-983-6466.
Prevent outages before they happen. F&D Energy's preventative maintenance keeps your business running. Stay prepared, stay operational. Contact F&D Energy to schedule a free consultation. F&D Energy, powering Jamaica's businesses, one generator at a time.
Tate's Pharmacy, offering quality service for over 40 years. Get prescription drugs at affordable prices and 10% discount for senior citizens. All major health cards accepted. They also offer blood pressure, blood sugar, pregnancy and other tests. While you wait, you can purchase attractive household and other gift items. Located at Shop 27 Bargain Village Plaza, Maypen. Open Monday to Saturday 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Telephone 786-2222. Tate's Pharmacy, Clarendon's #1 pharmacy.
Is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Pharmacy, and bottled water suppliers. For all your packaging needs, whether water bottles, medicine bottles, pill jars, or Ziploc bags, Max Pharmaceuticals has them all. Manufactured locally and ready to deliver to you at incredible prices that will increase your profit and customer satisfaction. Flow with modern trends and get all your packaging needs from Max Pharmaceuticals. Call 876-983-6466 or 876-821-1764.
Pull up another party, yeah. I know what nobody.
Come join us outside with Pepita. Every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Boy, Yaffy.
We bring you the views, the news, and we'll be cruising all around Jamaica.
Hey, surprise them with a bang.
Where the hot spots, raindrops, sunshine, we'll be there. Don't diss it, don't miss it. Outside with Pepita.
Talk up, youths. Hey. Oh, yeah, boy. Listen. Right about now, we won't tell them. We tell them, say, youths, you have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence. You youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time.
Welcome back to the Talk Up It Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. You're listening to the voice of Damon Scarlett, and alongside me today is
Octavia.
All right, Octavia, and we're back into the space, into the building. We had a great conversation with
Tafari
Neville
and Neville.
Right, I was going Neville and Tafari, but then you said Tafari and Neville. But that's fine. As we looked at just protecting the environment and international coastal cleanup, which was recognized on September the 21st, where the major initiative there was the beach cleanup. Now we are joined with by Moya and Reed, Director of Community Service on UTEC Students Union. And so Octavia.
Welcome, Moya.
Yes,
welcome. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm happy. Thank you for having me.
All right. So we're just speaking to some individuals as relates to beach cleanup. I know you were a part of that, but before your personal experience, since that you are the director of community service, why is it that we need to have our students to get involved in giving back to initiatives such as this?
I think it's important to have our students giving back because it instills that sense of humanity that I think is really dwindling down over the years, because a lot of people now have the mentality that if it's not affecting me directly, then it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I don't have anything to do with it. But we still have to remember that every little thing is intertwined, and even if it doesn't affect me now, 5-10 years down the line, it's gonna be my problem when the older ones have passed away. So it's kind of just to remind them to say, hey, doing little by little, each time, each year, it really does make a difference, and it does impact you over time.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. We would have spoken about how important it is, or doing one action now, it can benefit, or people can benefit from it on a wider scale, as well as if we even are to put it in perspective of cleaning up, it will therefore affect the environment in a positive way.
Right, and you remember earlier on we were talking about the whole matter of productivity and the impact on our mental health. Another productivity benefit as we think about just keeping our environment clean, and especially in the context of workspaces is that it helps to improve our time management. It's a clean environment helps to prioritize tasks and manage time more efficiently, right? And it also allows for creativity, as I mentioned the project coming up as it relates to the recycling project, a clutter-free space allows for clearer thinking and inspiration. I don't have you ever just been in a setting that is just really jam-packed and clustered? You're not able to function and to think clearly. So you just have to just pause and, you know what? I am going to just deal with this right now. Clean up the place.
Do you think it actually affects the mental cognitive side of things? If it is that the place is cluttered, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, definitely. For example, if I was to go to a beach because I want to relax and work has stressed me, I'm just say I want to get away. If I go to the beach and it's dirty, I'm just like, go back home because it's not relaxing. I'm not going to feel very comfortable taking my shoes off. I'm not going to feel comfortable sitting down or just I'm not going to feel that sense of relief that I came there for. And that applies in all things, workspaces, your room, all of that.
Well, as you mentioned, even the room, and as I talk about mental health and the impact, another impact there is that you're able to sleep better.
That's true.
A clean and organized bedroom promotes relaxation and quality sleep. Boy, we need some quality sleep. Maybe I need to check what's happening in my room, but it is so important, and even when you think about it, that the average person maybe not look at it as this is something that I need to do. And it brings me back earlier on, Moyan, we were talking about even the young persons at home, even today on a Saturday. When Saturday morning, everybody knows is for chores.
Yes.
So you don't have to have your parents, mommy, daddy, grandma, uncle in the ears saying, Octavia,
clean up at a certain time, and you have a stipulated time, before them reach home. That's the time.
Yeah, man. So you see the personal responsibility, the collective responsibility, that is also there, and to know that you doing this, you're contributing to a better society. But your experience when you were out there last Saturday, tell us a little bit about your experience.
Getting to the beach, I'm not going to lie, I was quite disheartened by the amount of garbage that I saw. Because even when you're cleaning up, people discard the weirdest things in the weirdest places. Imagine going to a beach and you're finding things like parts of a computer, you're finding fridges, you're finding all sorts of random stuff. But outside of that, I felt very satisfied and very happy that I was able to contribute to that and to collect. We collected about over maybe 50 bags of garbage.
Wow, yeah.
And a lot of plastic bottles. People just throw things everywhere. But the experience was not bad. I'm happy that I was a part of it. It was a really good one.
Do you feel that being a part of such initiative, and Tafari can come in here, do you think that it helps with your overall habits, your daily habits or performance? Just doing an initiative like this. Tafari,
I mean, absolutely, because you get to give back, be a part of be a part of something that's greater than you. It does help clean up your habits, because as I said earlier, when you see the amount of trash, the garbage and plastics, when you go home, you feel more conscious. Because for me, when I'm on the road, any little those intrusive thoughts, or if I online say the intrusive thoughts when I want to throw something out of the window, I'm like, no, because where is that going? I start to think, because as I said earlier, one of the best ways to bring awareness is to show people
lead by example,
and effects of their actions. So it helps to tidy up your habits, and then you get to help to share that with others, to say, hey, don't do that, because the amount of that we media for clean up, smell it, sting, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And Mayan, what do you think?
I mean, I definitely agree with everything that he said. It really does help to clean up your habits, because you're just a little bit more cognizant of every little thing that you do. You take into account a bit more, because when you see these things on the beach, I said that's going in the ocean. That's probably going to affect the fish that I eat. This is going to affect the industries like the fishing industries, for example. And even if you think about just in terms of diseases and just the general well-being of the country, when flooding and stuff like this happens,
Yeah.
all of that garbage is being washed back
Into the ocean.
into the ocean and into the island. That's going to clog up the gullies that they're always complaining about, all of the drains. So doing little by little and just trying to maintain that, it does make a difference.
Yeah, because step by step process leads to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Right, and again, showing the pollution problem, plastics can also weather into microplastic debris, tiny plastic particles which can further threaten the food chain, as you mentioned, the fish that we also eat. Studies have shown that the ingestion of microplastics by fish and invertebrates leads to reduced growth, reduced body size, and reduced performance. And globally, microplastics have been identified into a variety of commercial fish, shellfish, and also in humans as well. You know, so the average person, even when you're at the beach and you do the disposal of your debris, not realizing that when all of that washes back into the ocean, it affects also animal
marine
life,
yes,
right?
Yes,
you know,
yes.
and we need to have well, let me not say what I was going to say, but
and we do know that the marine life play a very important role in our ecosystem overall. And
yes,
we say it's one of our food that we eat, right? One of our food items, so, you know, and for procreation also, you can just litter. You understand?
Yeah.
Right, and remember we said also that plastic does take a long time to decompose.
A very long time.
You know, up to 20 years to 500 years. So you just think about you just leaving one bottle or several plastic bottles out there. And of course, earlier on we touched on the whole policy side of things. I know when we ventured into the whole plastic ban and so on, you know, of course that would have caused the Jamaicans to take a long time to warm up to that. But you know, we're thinking about the overall picture, you know, of the environment. So ladies and gentlemen, do your part. It's very important that you play your part. If you are into recycling, recycle, and you know, link up with recycling the other. Right, so link up with the other entities that are out there. Link up with Jamaica Environmental Trust, the Recycling Partners of Jamaica, and all the other entities that focuses on the environment. You have a responsibility to play. We have a responsibility as well, and it's our country, it's our island. And as we heard earlier on in the jingle,
keep Jamaica clean.
But don't keep Jamaica, you know. So yeah, man, and Talk Up Youth is always here to and the nationwide family to advance that cause, champion that cause of keeping our island clean. So if I see you out there doing something like that, you know, I could talk to you about it. Moya, that's your responsibility to keep it clean.
I think it's everybody's responsibility, like what we would have spoken about in terms of being, if you see it, just let them know, right? Call it out, right?
That's right. Well, one thing we're going to call it right now is the break that we're about to take. This is the Talk Up It Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide at 90 FM. We're in the final segment of our show. Soon come.
Goldline Pharmacy, your friendly community pharmacy located at Main Street, Chapelton, is the place for all your prescription and over-the-counter drugs. They also offer blood pressure and blood sugar checks at a minimal cost. All major health cards are accepted and discretionary discounts are available. Get all your household and gift items for all occasions at very reasonable prices. Open Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Goldline Pharmacy, their first responsibility is serving their customers. Telephone 876-785-0128.
Tate's Pharmacy, offering quality service for over 40 years. Get prescription drugs at affordable prices and 10% discount for senior citizens. All major health cards accepted. They also offer blood pressure, blood sugar, pregnancy, and other tests. While you wait, you can purchase attractive household and other gift items. Located at Shop 27 Bargain Village Plaza, Maypen. Open Monday to Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Telephone 786-2222. Tate's Pharmacy, Clarendon's #1 pharmacy.
Escape to the tranquility of Spur Tree HomeAway Villas, a placid getaway featuring 3 unique accommodations. The spacious main house offers 6 aesthetically pleasing designed bedrooms, 3.5 baths, smart lock access, and modern amenities like smart TVs. Enjoy the cozy 2-bedroom suite with private baths, or retreat to the intimate 1-bedroom suite. Relax by the pool or explore Spur Tree HomeAway Villas. Book with us today. Contact 347-307-3732 or 646-824-5232.
New government, give thanks. Sing it. You know, every day.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, Mr. for Talk Up Youth.
How much time you spend with your son? So much money in the club. How much you spend with the ones you love? The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings. You pick it with the shoes by your feet.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Your Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Simple things are our blessings, and the simple things that are our blessings is when you keep the environment clean.
Yes.
Right. Exactly, because we want to
keep Jamaica blessed.
We want to keep Jamaica blessed, yes, and we understand that we have a responsibility. It's all about protecting the environment today, and if you are just joining us on the dial or on our YouTube channel, you missed a good conversation, but guess what? There's still a call to action. You can be a part of it. Moyan, Neville, Tafari, Octavia, Damien, the entire Talk Up Youth Nationwide family, right? And all of that. And perhaps we need to champion, and when we look outside, we need to see where we can, the different garbage bins to put where we dispose of plastic separate from the other type of garbage and all of that. Yeah, man, let's keep the island clean. Yeah. So, at this time, we're going to be listening or seeing a video from, of course, we call him an ambassador himself, Dr. Berry, where he's going to show us about the do's and the don'ts of waste disposal. So, let's go.
Numero 1. Put your waist in at the rightful place. No man, come play hands of the 85 for the one here. Hands of the 85. Wanna guess? Different names of rubbish. No hesitation, but concentration. If so, let's go starting with you. Waste, garbage, rubbish, heap. So people, if you have no bin around you, no bin in your vicinity, in the surrounding area, that no means you must go and drop it on ground just so.
Don't drop that. Hey, don't drop that. Don't drop that. Don't drop that. Don't drop that.
Fling it in your bag, your purse, a scandal bag, simple until you reach home and then you can dispose of it properly. Number 2. Use a basket or cloth bag for shopping. Yeah, because if you ever take a trip down to Privaton and you see the amount of plastic with Jamaican people after you dispose of a year time, my word. Say no, say you got a supermarket, you just drop one of them something there, put in like a grocery, say like a knickknacks, easy cheesy, simple as that. Number 3, reuse and repurpose when you can. You see all the wig here? You can't take it on shoe shine now. Number 4, put your waste, your rubbish in a one decent enough bag so that when the garbage collector them come, them can easily find it and not now drop out, logo up and not stay up the place. They must want to pit into, I'm sure them no want a fair logo with no old broke down bag where I leak all over the place and I mess up your front yard. And now to the don'ts. Don't expect nobody else to clean up your own waste. Sure, when you go bathroom, you ask the government to assist you in there. Worse your mother after you reach a certain age. If you are eat a box food, don't leave it on the ground right beside you. Take it up, dispose of it. Easy, simple as that. Next thing.
No burn, no garbage.
All this thing we take up from one day and a bun car tire. Only know so that I release harmful, toxic substances in the atmosphere. No man, stop it people. Cause I want to live long, I mean, nobody really affect me and living and swallow my lungs and all of these things.
All right. Wow. So we're getting some little insights there, the do's and the don'ts. What were your takeaways from what he said? Moyan.
Completely agree 100% with everything that he said.
Mm.
He said it in such a comedic way, but
Right.
what he said is the reality. Just these little things that we do on a day-to-day really do make a difference.
Yeah. Tafari.
I mean, yeah, and I think that is why the government has been, the policies that we have, plastic bans.
Mhm.
For example, now they're having the ban where you can't, if you go to a restaurant, you're going to get a paper box. Like, no, it's a must.
yeah.
Before it was kind of being slowly slowly introduced. Now, anywhere you go, is a must. If a restaurant gives you a plastic box, it's because it's what they have and they cannot buy any more.
Yeah,
I
think that's important. I think my takeaway is when he mentioned the burning of the tires and the garbage, but more so the tires, because of course that gives more toxic waste being released, and I don't know if it's more toxic. Everything is toxic to me where that is concerned, like burning the garbage, and we could even look on our industrial companies and so forth and releasing some of those toxic right some of those
but as you mentioned that, what was interesting was when he said the whole matter about reuse and repurpose. I think that's an important line there. And as it relates to the burning of the tires, of course, that also deals with low thermal conductivity. It's difficult for it to cool down.
That's true.
Because, the kind of smoke, the combustion and all of those things. So if you think about it from that aspect, we also need to be mindful of that. And as you said, just be careful of what you're burning. Not to say that you might not have reasons to how you dispose of garbage, but, be mindful of your neighbors. Be mindful of the fact that also the companies that are also around you too, because if something go wrong with you burning your garbage,
it
there
could
is
possibly affect
a repercussion there. So what we're saying today, everybody, is that understand the responsibility that you have. As much as we are saying this today on air on YouTube, the buck stops with you, with us as the individual, right? Don't be driving and then just throw your garbage through the window and all of that. It don't look good. It don't look good. Feel good. Anything like that. Understand.
And it's definitely not good for our nation.
Right.
No.
So that's it in terms of protecting the environment. And I just want to make that plug again in terms of or Talk Up Youth
art competition,
recycling and art and recycling competition. So Talk Up Youth is inviting all Jamaican schools to join our competition to showcase your creative skills while promoting the importance of recycling. Part of this competition is that the students will be asked to design an art installation using recycled materials with over 80% plastic bottles, and for them to become inspired to think sustainably about their waste and their environmental impact. So the high school art recycling competition, you can register by the 10th of October. Final submissions will be November 30th, 2024, and winners will be announced in December, on the 10th of December. And of course, our partners, Recycling Partners of Jamaica, the Digital Foundation, and Grace Kennedy Foundation. This is an initiative that we also, of course, our executive producer, Empress, giving back to the society in this way, and to get our
young
students,
people,
to become creative as to how they see the importance of recycling in the nation as well. So I encourage all the Jamaican high schools to get involved. DM us on our Instagram page at Talk Up Youth, or you can email us at for this specific competition, talkupyouthart@gmail.com. That's TALKUP YOUTART, art, all of that is one word, at gmail.com. And yeah, man, get involved and hopefully you will win. I should mention there are cash prizes, but go and check it out on our page and everything like that. And we just want to say thank you to those persons who are giving to the initiative. Let's just use art to make the world a better place, a better place for us to do that.
Most definitely. Yeah. And thank you to all those who, you know, are getting the young people out to be a part of the initiative. That's really good because as we would have mentioned earlier, young people are the future.
Yes, love that. Well, we have come to the end of another good show. We have to protect the space, and a part of protecting the space is making space and way for the next show that's coming on air, Design Studios. We want to say thank you to our producers. Well, I'm doubling up today. Damon Rose and Damon Scarlett, and of course, executive producer Empress Golding. And just say thank you to the entire Nationwide family and our engineer for the day, David Matnish. I'm Damon Scarlett, and you are?
Octavia Da Costa.
And so, Moyan,
and Tafari, and
of course, when we
never.
When we close out, we say talk up youth, and everybody must come in and say, Mr. Faye, talk up youth. All right, so we're gonna close out that way. Talk up youth, Mr. Faye.
Talk up youth.
See you next week.
Stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence. You youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
Goldline Pharmacy, your friendly community pharmacy located at Main Street, Chapelton, is the place for all your prescription and over-the-counter drugs. They also offer blood pressure and blood sugar checks at a minimal cost. All major health cards are accepted and discretionary discounts are available. Get all your household and gift items for all occasions at very reasonable prices. Open Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Goldline Pharmacy, their first responsibility is serving their customers. Telephone 876-785-0128.
Are you ready for a patio makeover you can afford? Then come to Paradise Patio Furniture and Grills in Montego Bay. We now offer a new line of beautiful, truly affordable furniture that will make your outdoor space look amazing. And you won't find it anywhere else at these prices. Get that high-end look that is sure to impress, easy in-store financing, and island-wide delivery options too at Paradise Patio Furniture and Grills, Witter Village Mall, Montego Bay, and ParadisePatioJamaica.com.
Outperform, outlast, with top performance, Chakama, reliable.